FM. This is your host, Brad Kamikaze Franklin. This is, as I said, the show about all good things Jackson. And like I told y'all, man, before we went to the break, man, we've got something really historic going on right now, man. I'm talking about it. Warms my heart really well to see all of these gentlemen, you know what I'm saying, alive and blessed and standing and being in this building, man. We are going to be celebrating 50 years of hip-hop Jackson, Mississippi style on Friday, April the 12th at South Street Live. That's 110 East South Street. You're going to see a host of Jacktown OGs, Jacktown Trailblazers are going to be all on the stage, all at one time, all in one night. And it's going to be a fantastic event. And I got them in the building right here, man. It's very rare that you get all these gentlemen in the building together. They've been in the front, man, in the conference room. I'm talking about just dropping knowledge. I wish a lot of you cats could have been in there to hear this, man. But we got the one and only Batman representing the Wood Street Players in the building. We got Benz representing the Queen Boys in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I think I've seen these gentlemen together in the same room in 27 years, maybe 25, 26, 27 years. We got Wildlife Society in the building. We got MeloT and Rated X in the same place. We got Reese and Bigalow in here, man. And of course, we got DJ Asiatic Black in here, who happens to be the oldest of all of us in the room. I want to make sure that I put that out there and say that, because there's a lot of old fellas in the room, but the oldest in charge in the room, DJ Asiatikblakk, he's going to be there as well on the ones and twos, along with DJ Fingerprint, man. So if you're listening, turn your radio dial up right now. If you're watching us on Facebook, we're on the Good Things Jackson Show Facebook page right now, so you can send your comments in and your questions in, and make sure you get these gentlemen here in the building, of course. But I'm gonna start with Wildlife Society, man. Y'all step up to this mic, man. This is the first time that you guys are gonna be on stage. Well, I'll let y'all tell it. This is the first time that y'all gonna actually be on stage together as a duo in how long? When's the last time that y'all have been on stage together to do a show?
Oh man, it had to be.
Pull that mic up to you, too.
Probably had to be like 1996.
1996. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
That's like 1996. So when y'all walked off that stage in 96 and y'all did that last show, did y'all have any idea that that was going to be the last time y'all was going to be on stage together then?
I'm going to tell you, me, myself, this your boy MeloT, what's up, Jai? You know, I ain't never claimed to be the best, but I got blessed and I had to bless. So, but I didn't never think that would have been the last show, you know, at that particular time.
Yeah, so talk about the label politics real quick, because everybody needs to know, of course, y'all are the first group to receive a national record deal out of the city of Jackson, of course. Talk a little bit about what that meant and the significance of that, and just talk about some of the things that y'all went through with label politics that, you know, contributed to things getting murky for y'all around 96, 97.
Well, yeah, we was the first to negotiate the first major record deal, but the first distribution deal ever was in 1992, and that was Wildlife Society with Selecto Hits.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time ever that music was sold, hip-hop was sold outside of Jackson.
Yeah.
And we was able to move it to Memphis, all the way to Arkansas, to Chicago, and that was in 1992. Now in 1995, yeah, we made the first major deal. It was with TVT, which at the time was a subordinate of Def Jam, but it was made through Irv Gotti, who is over Murder Inc., Ashanti, Jaru, and all of them, but the same Irv Gotti that took Jay-Z and Rockefeller, and the same Irv Gotti that took DMX and Rough Riders to Def Jam, he also took Wildlife. And that same Irv Gotti heard at that time, we had a song called What's Up, Jai?
Yeah.
And that song, he heard it on a Wednesday, and on a Friday, he was flying to Jackson, Mississippi to have dinner with us on County Line Road.
There you go.
And that's my message to, if you listen out here, you're in the music game, I gotta get out of Mississippi. Nah, baby, check this out. If you good enough, hey man, hey, check this out. This on record now. This ain't no cap. Cause you listening to the first. Mm-hmm. This ain't no cap. If you got it like that, bro, they'll come see you. And that's what happened was, no, I ain't flying to New York. How about y'all get on the wings and come see me? And they came to us, Irv Gotti, in 1995.
There it is. And that's the real. So Rated X, talk about what it's going to be like, man, being on that stage next Friday, man. What can people expect from Wildlife Society? Because I'm gonna tell you, out of everybody, you know what I'm saying, I gotta say, everybody is saying that they want to see Wildlife Society. I'm gonna tell you, they hadn't seen y'all in a minute, so you know they done seen us around town here doing a little thing here and there, but y'all they hadn't seen, so everybody's ready to see y'all. What they gonna see?
Well, you know, the team make the dream, you dig? So, hey, we connected, got back together, you know what I'm saying? There's more to come, you know. This ain't just, you know what I'm saying? This ain't just the start.
There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. I was about to ask you that. This ain't no one-off. We gonna hear some more Wildlife music. Can we get some Wildlife Society music coming up?
Oh man, you know, it's whatever's clever. You know? Check this out, cuz. Hey, check this out, though. Keep going, though. If them that's listening might ain't heard 1995 Jacktown 601.
Right.
You can go pull it up right now. It's Wildlife Society, and you can listen to all you want.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
There you go.
And if you get that, man, you know, we might put some more spice in it.
There you go.
You know? Yeah.
There you go.
If it make real sense.
We're gonna work on that offline. See, we're gonna try to make that happen. Everybody in this room will try to make that happen. So
Right.
I'm gonna bring Batman up to the mic real quick, man, representing the Wood Street Players, man. And you were in there talking to MeloT about, you know, watching them come up and you know, you being out here and then realizing that this is something that can really happen if I really put my mind and put my energy into it. So talk about that a little bit and how Wood Street Players came about from that.
Right. Like I was telling MeloT, right? I was a student of the game. And a lot of people don't want to be a student, they want to be the teacher, they want to be the head, they want to be the leader, but then sometimes if you ain't a good follower, you ain't gonna be a good leader.
There you go.
So I was watching the moves that they was making, the underground movement. I was watching the Dunnies and the Jews put shows together, bring people here. I'm talking about, and this was local. These was not artists that's outside of Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
And they was packing the whole city into one place.
There you go.
Now, if that ain't influence, I don't know what is.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
So now I'm looking at this. I'm watching them do the shows. I'm watching them count the money. I'm watching them do all that because at the end of the day, it's about money.
There you go.
Because you can't pay your bills, you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
You're going to be on the street
It's
homeless.
just a hobby.
There's going to be a hobby.
It's just a hobby.
So when I saw it, I started putting my player in play.
Mm-hmm.
I started putting the Wood Street Players in gear. I started trying to look for studios. That's how I ended up messing with Freddie Young. I think everybody
Rest
here
in peace,
that
Freddie
messed
Young.
with Freddie Young. You know what I'm saying? And he really put the in Wood Street Players because we didn't know what we were doing. We came in. I ain't gonna lie, I was dope boy fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I come in straight out the streets. I with dope boy money. I'm saying, this man, I want to rap.
Mm-hmm.
He said, go and get in the booth. And I'm saying everything but the right thing.
Right.
So, you know, going through that process and learning who you are, what you're doing, and why you're doing it, and seeing them. Sometimes I saw them when they did an album. It was an album with Bob, you know, that, right?
We gonna keep
but
it PG.
then we had another song that was positive.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Video that was positive.
Yeah.
And see, that was the mind state of everybody then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though we would do certain things, it was certain things that we wanted our city to look like. So from that point of view, I did the shows, I formed Do For Self Records. I even got a record deal, but like I was telling them, sometimes when you're chasing a dream, you gotta let all that bad BS go.
Mm-hmm.
You got to say, look, I'm going to go this way regardless of what I got going on right here. I'm going to have to turn my head to it and let it, whatever be when I turn back, that's what it's going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of us do that because, like, I was in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I come back from Seattle, don't never touch this around the streets no more. I get charged with all kind of mess. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And only by the grace of God, I'm here to be able to stand here and talk about it. But I always talk about it everywhere I go and the places I be. But it was music that influenced me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So talk about what it's gonna be like, man, for you and Hodge to get on that stage. When's the last time that you did a Wood Street Player show?
It's been about 20 years. It's about 20 years or so.
So what's it gonna be like, man, to get you and Hodge on that stage, man?
It's gonna feel good because you know, I mean, you brought some life when you brought the idea to everybody.
Yeah.
So we all like motivated to get up there, do our thing, and just feel good about being there with the people that's been doing the thing, the people that was doing it, took it from us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And was doing the thing. So when you in company of good grace of people like that, it can't be nothing but good.
That's it. We're looking forward to it. Now, Benz, you come on up to the mic. You the youngest of the old dudes.
Yeah, man, I'm the youngest.
You the
man.
youngest of the old dudes, but you still an old dude.
Yeah, I know,
but you the youngest of the old dudes.
Like, I'm the youngest dude, man. Don't put me the old dude. Like, I'm here with all my peers, and I ain't gonna lie, man, it feels good because everybody in this room I looked up to.
Yeah.
Everybody in this room when I was in junior high, when I was at Northwest, when I was ninth grade, trying to find myself, I used to bump their music, whether it was 90.1 when they played it late night, when it was 90.1 when they played it in the evening on Sundays, we hit Lake Hyco. Like, it's just an honor to be in the room, man. It's just an honor, man. It's a blessing.
So talk about, the start of Queen Boys, man, and how, how Queen Boys, came about. I always talk to Batman about it and yourself, you came up at a time where, your name was ringing for a whole lot of different reasons, but now it's ringing for a lot of positive stuff these days. Back in the day, the old mayor had you and Batman in his sights a whole lot. But now, you here standing here, man, doing all kinds of good stuff, man. It ain't nothing positive. It ain't but nothing positive right now. You know what I'm saying? So talk about how Queen Boys came about and why you decided to get with Brian.
Okay, well, Brian, my homeboy. Brian was dating my cousin ever since I was in the 8th or 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to cut my hair when I was getting haircuts. You feel me?
Okay.
So when we was out here in the streets hustling, Brian used to always want to rap. We had another partner that we met, Toy from California. He was rapping, which is Boo cousin.
Okay.
So one day, man, Toy in town. Toy like, bro, we ain't doing nothing. Let's go to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, cool, we ain't doing nothing. We jump in the Navigator, we roll over there. We meet Boo. Boo meet us at the back door. Boo like, come on, let go. Y'all, I don't know y'all, but y'all with fam, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got on the stage, man. I seen the man do the Birds Fly South and some more hits, and I seen how the crowd was. I'm like, man, I don't get that out of being a street dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I kind of want it then, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, bro, I was like, bro, I'm telling you, we need to start rapping, bro. We need to start rapping, bro. I'm like, I can't rap, bro. I don't know how to do this. And this is a true story. So we meet Boo again. We go to Lamar's studio in Willowwood.
Mm-hmm.
That's who used to make all our beats. That's who made Aziatikkblakk beats, everything.
Mm-hmm.
They in the studio like, bro, let's do it. Back then, we paying $400 for beats. Like, I tell all these folks, y'all get free beats. We paid $400 for beats. We paying $50 studio time, whether I went to Lamar's, whether I went to Freddie Young.
It didn't matter.
Wherever I went, I paid $50 out. I can buy 12 hours at one time. They might do me $500, $550, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we was spending money back then. So we started rapping. When we started rapping, it still didn't go right. Because I'm like, bro, y'all gonna have to write my raps. Because I can't even write my raps.
You ain't
right?
gonna get me started.
Yeah, I gotta get you started up. So I'm like, I gotta write my rap. So I went to the studio without Boo and without Brian one day.
Yeah.
And Lamar's played the Aziatikkblakk beat. When he played the beat, I said, I need that beat. He's like, bro, no, that's my beat. I ain't selling you that beat. I said, bro, come on, man, what you gonna take to get me that beat? Because back then, I'm like, whatever it costs, I'm gonna pay. That's just how I am. Like, if you know me from back then, I'm different now. I'm cheap now. I don't get it like that. Okay, but listen, I'm like, whatever it
No
costs.
lies told. Like
Yeah, so I paid double the price for the beat. Plus he said, I gotta stay on it. If I stay on it, I got a hook for it. I'm like, what's the hook? He's like, I got my Aziatikkblakk. I said, perfect. I go let Brian hear the song. Brian like, man, I don't want to do no Cash Money Hot Boy stuff. I'm like, bro, we doing this song. We did the song. I met up with Stokes first, and he couldn't get the song on the radio. Then I just walked in 99.7, bro. I don't know nothing about that. Don't know how to radio it. Go talk to Stan. And Stan was messing with me like, bro, I like you. I'm going to put your song on. But the only way I'll put your song on, you got to get a radio edit. I'm like, what's a radio edit? I don't know nothing about that. He called some dude after up next door. I gave him $50 radio edit. Not thinking nothing about it. I go home, maybe a week, two go by. I wake up, I hear my Aziatikkblakk is on. Bro, I feel like I had made it. I'm like, man, they playing the song. So that's how the Queen Boys started, man. That's how they started,
Then
man.
you had the flip-flop Navigator out there. That is the, you know what I'm saying, the stories of legend. You know what I'm saying, the Navigator. That was the only person whose vehicle was about as famous as they was.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if the white was more famous than the flip, but then you can't get the undercoil on switches. I'm the first one to do that in the city, man.
I felt really poor watching you, man. I just felt poor all the time. We're going to get my man Reese from Reese and Bigalow in the building, man. Of course, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
we got to talk about it, man.
Yes, sir.
Friday, April the 12th.
Yes, sir.
Y'all going to be on that stage, man, doing y'all's thing, man. So talk about what it's going to be like, man, for you and Reese to get up there and do y'all's thing.
Oh man, it's gonna be old hat, man. You know we do this, man. This is what we do. We born and bred to do it. No, man, real talk. It's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be exciting to be on stage with all these gentlemen, man. I'm talking about a gentleman that ain't performed in 20 years. Good Lord, man. I'm talking about all legends, all legends. I'm excited, as a fan, I'm excited for the fans to see. So I really want to see everybody come out and really, don't miss this one. You can't miss this one. This one's for the books. Now, in the future, like we said, like the tickets say, it's part 1. It may be a part 2, and it should be a part 2 because, everybody can't get on here. It's so many people that I can call out, like Renegades, you know what I'm saying? Like Mississippi Mafia, like 3-Man Threat, you know what I'm saying? That really supposed to be here too. So, those were the people that I saw and, got influenced by. So for us, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a fandom. It's gonna be exciting, and we're gonna bring the energy. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple songs we're gonna do out there. So,
it is. So let me ask you this right here, because I ask Wildlife the same thing for you guys. You know what I'm saying? They hear y'all in here right now. They hear everybody in here talking about this show on the 12th, and the nostalgia is good, the energy is good because we are the forefathers and the visionaries of this scene that we had right here now. But is there gonna be some new music from Reese and Bigalow coming up soon?
Absolutely. We got some new music right now that we've probably been sitting on for about 4 years. I'm talking about honestly, but it's new to everybody else's ear. So we may even do 1 or 2 of those things, just depending on how the time work out. But yeah, definitely it's gonna be new recordings as well. So yeah, we active. Right now we can't afford not to be active.
There it is. So I'm gonna get Asiatic Black to go around here to this mic real quick. The oldest of the old dudes in the building right here.
Ain't but 70.
Man, that man is old.
What up?
Asiatic,
Old and healthy.
Asiatic Black in the building.
And no pills.
For real. We're gonna keep it PG for the people out there, man.
Ain't no
So
doubt.
real quick, just on the DJ side, so we talking about the 50th anniversary of hip hop, man. Some names of DJs that people might not even know that came even, before us now that, with some of your predecessors that people should know as we celebrate 50 years of hip hop.
I'm gonna just do 2. And the reason I'm gonna do them 2, man, is because they are legendary. They played a part in my life. They played a part in all these gentlemen's lives. And they're never really talked about. That's Razzle K and DJ Haynes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And who else? You got anybody else?
I'm gonna leave it at that,
You
man.
gonna
I'm
leave it at that?
gonna bring the rest up later on.
You're going to bring the rest of it later on. There
Yes,
you go.
sir.
So talk about your introduction, because you've been around for a minute. Talk about your introduction into hip-hop. Here in the city.
It's pretty much the same as theirs, man. Bumping around in the streets, trying to find your place in the city, trying to find your place in the world, and just seeing things in different places, man. I got mine actually from a guy in my neighborhood over in Shady Oaks, CD, that was staying on the corner of Corley and Pocahontas Avenue. I used to stand and watch the man do what we call record hops.
Yeah.
And that influenced me. My uncle influenced me, and other things as well. And shout out to everybody that around the city, man, that helped me out. Like the Stan Bransons and Lady V's and all of them.
So how's it gonna feel for you, man? A lot of us, came up together, went to school together. To be in that building, man, and be amongst all these folks, man, and all that energy, man, on Friday night, this coming Friday night, man. What's that gonna feel like to you?
It's a common feeling, man, because I never really stopped it, and all of these years I've been active with it. But doing the 50th and bringing all of these guys together, man, for the first time in so many years, man, I might drop a tear or 2.
I mean, it is. It's something major.
Real talk.
Because, we got a lot of people who did not make it this far. You know what I'm saying? Not even people that just did music, but, colleagues of ours, friends, foes, whoever it might be, and wherever they might have been at the time that are not here with us right now. So it's a blessing for all us to be able to be here, and a blessing for us to, to be able to get on stage and do what we do. And I'm honored that y'all even decided to even to be a part of this, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their lives, they got their wives and kids and jobs and all the stuff. And for you, grandkids and great grandkids too. For you, we were talking about that,
but it's true though.
I'm telling you the truth though, for real. So you know what I'm saying? For us to make it this far, to be able to have that man businesses, running 2-3 businesses as well.
One thing I wanted to say before we do get out of here, close. I'm gonna shout out to Freddie Young, R.I.P. Freddie Young.
Absolutely.
I got the news and all that. We all started with that, man.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Shouts out, rest in peace to Freddie Young. I think
Freddie
all of us recorded.
Yeah,
he did. Absolutely. Freddie Young is, I think everybody in here recorded at Freddie Young at some point. And everybody in here learned how to get in the studio and learn proper studio etiquette and learn how not to waste money in the studio. Was one of the things that Freddie used to say, man. He was like, hey, it's your money. You can do it however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can come in here and you take all the time to put this beat together and try to put this song together, or you can come in here and be prepared and get everything and get your money's worth when you come in here, man. So he jump on and do hooks for you. He do all of that for you, man. So I think all of us, I think this entire Jackson, Mississippi hip-hop scene, you know, Freddie Young was a huge part of that. Shouts out to Charlie Braxton as well. He's a huge part of that as well on the literary side. You know, Ron Carbo, all the folks that we're gonna be shouting out. A lot of folks, and we're gonna be recognizing Howie High Sleeping Devils, of course, man. I got the Jacktown 601 video up on my page on Facebook. And on the Hourglass Media page, man. Make sure you go check out the video, because you're going to see that video, man. You're going to see Howie How and Sleepy. You're going to see a lot of the old school Jacktown in that video. You know what I'm saying? The first video that got national play out of the city. So that's very important.
I have a question for you as well, man.
What's that?
Being the entrepreneur that you are, man, and being in this thing for a whole lot of years, man, what influenced you other than the relationship you have with us and other people, man, that made you put this thing together?
It really wasn't nothing but the relationship that I had with y'all.
Okay.
I mean, because that's important. I mean, I think it's important that the younger generation knows from whence they came. Because if you don't know where you came from, you can't know where you're going. So, you know, these kids need to understand that the ecosystem that they working in right now, the ecosystem that they are a part of right now, we are responsible for making it happen. Y'all exist and y'all are able to make money in this ecosystem because of the sacrifices that we made. That's not to sound like an old dude, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, telling the kids that, you know, if it wasn't for me. But in actuality, you know, going to Stan and talking to Stan and coming and talking to Steve Poston over here, or talking to a lot of these older people, you know, when there were a lot of DJs back in the city of Jackson that said, we'll never play hip hop on the radio. You know, DJs actually said that. You know, going back to the UG and Inez is when Donnie Money and MeloT used to do their shows, and we proved to people that you could do shows on your own in the city of Jackson without bringing in another artist from outside of the city, or them proving that you don't have to leave the city to be able to get a deal, because they didn't have to leave. They flew down here to see me and Banner when they signed Crooked Letters. They flew down here. They flew down here to sign Dear Silas when I was managing him. They flew down here. So if you're good and you dope and you hot, they're going to come find you wherever it is that you're at. They're going to take a trolley. They're going to take a buggy. They're going to get on a horse. They're going to come find you in wherever nook and cranny that you in if you good. And we are the people that showed that, and we are the people that proved that. So, you know, most important for me, I think that's good. But also, again, the relationships that I built with all the people in this room over the years, I think it is important. We all come from different walks of life. We all come from doing different things, but we were brought together by music and by hip-hop. Had it not been for music, I might not have met any of the gentlemen in this room if it wasn't for music. I might have ran across them in some other fashion, but we are thankful to still be here, and thankful to still be able to do what we do, and thankful to still be able to get up on that stage Friday night and show y'all how it's done. You know what I'm saying?
I want to thank you for doing that, man, and I want to thank these artists as well, man, for giving me the work, because without the work, it would have been no checks.
So, there it is. There it is. And I think for all of us here, man, we show how you can make real money off of rap music. Back when there was no social media at the end of the day, man. So, you know, if you see one of these gentlemen around town and you get the opportunity to sit under the learning tree, you know what I'm saying, and get some wisdom from these gentlemen, you know, not that, you know, you have to sit and listen to everything that any of us say, man, but we done lived it and we done been through it, and there's some wisdom here, man. So if you can take 5 minutes, if you ever get a chance to talk to MeloT, or if you see Benz on one of his 16 jobs that he got,
let them know we all coming together. Let them know, hey, check this out. Everybody that y'all gonna see on stage, we also been today in this boardroom with all these giants talking about coming together up under one umbrella and forming a management company, a real record label right here in the city of Jack, you know, with all us working together as a team. So if you're an artist out there now, you know, no cap, that the numbers, if they ain't blowing your phone up and calling you to spend no money with you, you ain't doing nothing. But at the same time of it is, boy, you got a team of these brothers that I'm seeing. They got the experience, they got the information you need, and hopefully we're going to come together as a circle to assist y'all to get what y'all want. To assist y'all to get y'all dreams and get something for the family and definitely for the community.
There it is, man. That was MeloT talking, man. So again, Friday night, April the 12th at South Street Live, 110 East South Street. All right, it's the old South Street Live, the old Sweetie Pies. We're going to be in the building. Make sure that you're there. It's going to be a night to remember. And we're going to be recognizing a whole bunch of people. It's not just the performers on stage. We're going to recognize and shout out a whole bunch of folks that have contributed to what is happening in the city of Jackson and Jackson, Mississippi hip hop, man. Get your tickets. Make sure you in the house, man. It's going to be a night of fellowship and celebration. Can't wait for it. And hopefully it's going to be the start of something big right here. And shouts out to 97.7 for allowing us to have this, this room full of these OGs in here today, man. You're going to see Queen Boys. You're going to see Asiatic Black. You're going to see Wildlife Society. You're going to see Reese and Bigalow. You're going to see Measy, Lil Maul. You're going to see Wood Street Players. You're going to see Kamikaze. You're going to see I-55, Lil DJ, who out getting money every weekend still doing his thing from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see K-West and the ladies of the SIP doing their things. You got to have the female MCs represented on this show, and it's going to be a good time, man. So come out, have a good time, man, and get there, because, we're going to get in and get out, man. We're not some spring chickens, so we're going to be ready to go to bed about 11:30, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better come on out there and see that rabbit, man. When that rabbit jump off, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't like Black now. We ain't like Asiatic Black. He too virile for me, man. Too virile for me. We're going to holler at y'all, man. This has been the Good Things Jackson Show. We're going to see y'all on next Sunday, man, at 97.7. This has been your host, Brad Kamikaze Franklin, man. Peace out.